What are you wearing?
A Canadian player.
Canadian.
I'm a hockey player. Let's go Blues.
Let's go Blues.
Let's go Blues.
Hawaii Blues fan, we're bleeding blue with you. Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues!
Yeah, it's the BlueNote fan report. I'm here. You're here, mate. Well, nobody's here, so yeah. Blues are taking on the Boston Bruins today. I'm hoping Bob Morton shows up. I really do hope Bob Morton shows up because he's gonna love what I got about. I'm gonna say today, but yeah, right now it doesn't matter. I'll just sit here and be stupid. Oh, why do I do this? Honestly, why do I do this? Dun 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 dun. I'm on the only one watching the show. Nobody cares where I go. I need to turn the light on a little bit more. Yeah, that's a little better. You can see me a little bit better there. I gotta adjust the white balance. I adjusted it while I was on my trip and haven't adjusted it since then. Welcome to the BlueNote Fan Report. I'm Guy, the Hawaii Blues fan. This is the show that is brought to you by Vitaly's Hideaway in Warden, Illinois. It's the speakeasy that you should not speak easy about. Great food and drink specials. This bar bleeds blue. Just 30 short little minutes away from downtown St. Louis. Check out the soon-to-be aired in February or March Bar Rescue, Vitaly's Hideaway. Hey, Kevin, how are you doing, sir? How are you? Today is the day after Veterans Day, and it is the Blues salute to the military. Great warm-up jerseys that they're not going to wear, the locker room jerseys. They look good. I really do think they look good. I was thinking about bidding on a few of them, but they're up there. I think the minimum bid was $350 on any jersey, and you got 2 days. So I may keep a track on some of them. Let me look here. Trying to find something. Oh, here we go. So let me try something here, guys. Don't know if I'm going to be able to pull this up, but I'm going to try it while we're sitting here talking. Yes, I have. I'm just talking about it. Kevin, you're not the only one. I do too. You can get them now. They do have them in the store. I saw them in the Blues Fanatic, the Blues St. Louis Authentic store. Hey, Hefner. Yeah, the team signed military photo. I was just trying to look that up. Give me a moment here. Gotta give me a second to see if I can find it. I'd like to show it, but Actually, I do have that tab open somewhere. It doesn't matter. Hold on a sec. Give me a moment to look this up. And no, I can't see if you're making comments or anything right now. But give me a second. There are only 3 games today, and we're one of 3. Most of them are on ESPN, so I guess we're lucky that we're not on ESPN today. Would it be in BlueNote or Community? Game day, no. Offers, no. Community auctions. Here we go. Oh no, that's not the one I'm looking for. That's for sure. No, this is old. I think I need to. I have an account. Let me go back. Here we go. I don't remember my password and stuff. Just give me a moment. See if this works. No. Forgot. Won't do it, but there we go. Try this way first. Oh man. I'm hoping that Bob Morton shows up. I can't see the link that way, bud. Thank you, Aaron. I appreciate that. Oh, kiss my ass, Ranger. Sorry, man. Yeah, we suck. Where am I at? Okay. They don't sell out. Yeah, what's the front look like? I'll try and figure it out. But unfortunately, when you're on that, I can't see the link. Let me try this. Well, it's not. I'm gonna. Oh man, I suck. I do everything wrong. Thanks, Ryan. I'm gonna see if I can get it pulled up. I don't have my old password. Hold on. Yeah, see, I do everything on my phone, so I'm not getting it that way. Let's see if this is it. Yeah, I can't get into it because I don't remember my passwords in that. They are good looking though. Thanks, Ranger. No, they're not. They're not. They're not trading. I see, Aaron. This is why do you want Trent Fredericks? Has he been that good? He really hasn't. Right? Hold on a sec. Trent Fredericks, you want to trade. Here's what you want to trade for, right? A center in 16 games has 1 goal, 2 assists, 3 points, is a minus 17 or minus 11 with 17 penalty minutes. Why would you even think that they're going to trade for that? Right? I don't see it. Yeah, but what does that matter? I mean, how many players have we had? Oh, one of the Blues Warrior hockey guys. I know him. I can't remember who it is, but I do know who that was. I do know him. How many guys from St. Louis, other than the Tkachuk brothers, have really had that great NHL careers? Right? And how many guys from St. Louis have come and played for St. Louis that have had a good career here? And maybe you argue Maroon did, but in all actuality, I mean, you look at that season, the one season he was here, was it all that great? Christina, yep, that's right. You're a Bruins fan. Have a great game. Hope the Blues kick the shit out of the Bruins. Great to have you on this. Great to have you joining us, Christina. Thank you. Appreciate you, girl. Can't wait to get back home and see you again. Sammy Helms, Christina, Aaron, John Hepner, and Gabe Overturf. Thank you so much for the love. Greatly, greatly appreciate it. Greatly appreciate it. I should have my. You know what? I'll go during the break and put my warrior shirt on. I have my warrior hat right here in front of me. Let me put it on at least. Actually, guys, I'll be right back. I got to get something. Oh, I mean, yeah, that 1 goal is legendary. I'll give you that. But it doesn't mean that, we should go grab every St. Louis player to play at home. It's just not where I'm at. Okay, so I got to say this. I put a post on Facebook earlier today, and I talked about, how I struggle with Veterans Day and that. And, I didn't have a great career, feel like I was a scumbag and a whole bunch of other stuff. And I was really down in the dumps yesterday, believe it or not. Didn't even leave the house, didn't do anything. Didn't leave the house, didn't do anything, just kind of sat around. And then today I got this in the mail. I don't know how well you can see it. I know it. There we go. I think there you can see it pretty good. And it is from John Hefner's mother. It says, "Sincerely, Kathy Hefner, mother of a friend of yours to the St. Louis Blue, John Hefner." And she has, a really nice thing to say here. You can't really see it, but it was. I got to say thank you, Mr. Hefner. Thank you, Mrs. Hefner. I greatly appreciate that. That made me smile today. It was a wonderful thought and a great gesture. Yeah, I'll keep it. God. Kevin, that's true, but I signed on the dotted line because I really couldn't do anything else. I wasn't going to go to college. I didn't want to work in a roast beef restaurant for the rest of my life. I knew I wasn't going to be anything else. I just knew it. Right? I mean, even now trying to write, I'm not much of a writer. I can't even write more than, 10,000 words. And that's, just 25 pages. Right? I wasn't able to get through school. I see that. Right. So that's kind of why I struggle. And I do appreciate you, Kevin. I do appreciate you coming out with the support, and I thank you. And that's all I can say. And no amount of adoration is going to change my mind. Debate this: which goal is more valuable? Patrick Mahomes' Game 7 winning goal against Dallas in 2019. Or Carl Gunnarsson scoring the overtime goal in Game 2. Ooh, wow. I would have to argue. I'd have to go with the Game 7 because that was an elimination game, right? He doesn't score that goal, we may not even make it to the finals. I think that, to me, that's it right then and there. It's got to be that one. To be honest, to be 100% honest, I always thought we would end up in war with Russia. I always did. When I joined in 87, the Cold War was probably, I mean, if it wasn't at its height, but it wasn't that far from it, right? Yeah, Matt Lowe, I disagree. I think you have to give it to Maroons there. That I see where you're coming from. No, see, I didn't. I didn't see. So for me, I always had a feeling that at some point oh, well, that's true. That is true, Kevin. I mean, but shit goes on everywhere that no one talks about. I can't have hear crap. What? Shock you? Oh, you can't hear crap because you're at the game, right? I appreciate it. Kevin was there. Well, thank you for your service, Kevin. I appreciate it. You served right around the same time I did. Nathan, thank you. I appreciate that. Again, I struggle with it. It is what it is. But I do hope, and I gotta figure out. I want Bob Morton here. I want to say something, but I want him here to be able to say it. Let me see something here. Robert Morton. Hey, any chance you can log on to the show? I want to say something, and I want you there to hear it. There we go. I just sent him a message. Let's see if he's able to respond. I don't know. Oh, my God, Bruins fans in the building. They're having trouble finding their tickets. Hope she didn't get screwed up. Well, I hope she didn't get screwed over. I know that's not Christina. Oh, there it is. God, I hope she didn't get screwed over. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I mean, that's what we trained for. That's what we trained for, John. That's what we train for. You know, and I was in for the Gulf War. I was in for enduring freedom. Yeah, that might have worked. Yeah, I agree with you there, John. Thank you, Aaron. I appreciate it. I lost. I was hoping he would show up, but I'm going to say this. After at this point in the season, we are way behind where I feel we should be, right? This is game 16, if I remember right? Is that right? Yeah, this is game 16. In my eyes, you needed to have 20 points. And if they win tonight, which I don't see happening, right? They will have 16 points. 500 club. And they got to be better than that, right? I mean, they're actually closer to what Wendy said than they are what I said. Wendy said 72 points. Now they're paced above the short, above it, but not by much. I thought they'd have 100 points, and they're not even close. They're 18 points. They're 20 points under that pace. Easily 20 points under that pace. So, that's after the second 8-1 shellacking and the lack of effort that they put in that third period, Shen needs his C ripped off his chest. Oh yeah, he's the reason that Bannister is the coach of this team right now is that Montgomery won the first round. If Montgomery wouldn't have run the first round, their thought process was that the Bruins would have fired him and the Blues would have hired him. Well, because he continued on in the first round, won the first round. It's not, no, you know what? This goes beyond that. This entire team, the players, do not care for one another. They do not care for the team, and they don't care for the game. I'm calling out the players. That's why I wanted Bob to hear that. Right? Now, at the same time, there is a management issue too. This thought process of playing so much defense is fucking this team up. They're so worried about their defense, they don't play any offense. They give the puck up right away, and they're right back. Let's play defense. Let's play defense. The game doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. You have to control the puck. There's no sense of controlling the puck. You watch them go into the zone. It's one guy going into the zone by himself. Everybody else standing still. He gets to the top of the circle. There's nobody with him. He loses the puck. You watch other teams, they enter the zone 2 or 3 players at a time. There's someone to move the puck around, or they can throw it around the boards to somebody coming. They can't throw it around the boards because there's nobody coming. There's no sense of unity whatsoever in this team, and I put it all on Shen. All on Shen. No, it's not all on Kyrou. Kyrou's actually been one of the guys that's been playing hard, but not getting any credit for it. I'm sick of the shit with Kyrou. You're just doing this to spin me up. I so disagree with that, and I know you're doing it to spin me up. So I'll back off. Right? Got hit 3 years ago. Nobody stood up. I see players ready to drop. Nobody's standing up for anybody. I feel like Kyra has been a bright spot in this year. So do I. And he says the turnovers are killing us. It's not. You put the turnovers on him, but how about it's the other guy not being in the spot that he's supposed to be in? See, that's what I see. I see, and if you listen to Kairu's comments, he kind of says that. Right? He kind of he doesn't blame anybody else, but he kind of says, did you know Holloway fought Vince Dunn? When about how you would think? When I don't remember when that happened. Had to be when he was with Edmonton. Well, if you're on Game Time, you're way ahead of me. Because I still got Bernie in the pregame show. Well, it's the pregame show is just now ending. All right. But this is all on the players right now. Right? They changed the coach. They've done things that we're supposed to do. The power play is disgusting. Right? The offense is disgusting. But hold on. Oh, here he is. So you missed it, man. I'm going off on the players, bud. I'm putting where the team is right now on the players. I think Shen needs to have his C removed. Right? I'm not putting this on Kairu like others are. You're sitting there saying the turnovers are the result of other players not being where they're supposed. I don't see Kairu being a problem on this team. I see Shen being a problem. I see who else? Saad on the top line. That's a management decision. He shouldn't be there. Right? You have I would so change these lines. Hold on a second. Well, I bet that sounded good in your ears. I want to pull this up. Today's lines. Bushnevich, Kairu, Neighbors. I'd make a change there. I would. Next one. Shin, Joseph, Holloway. My change, I would move Neighbors to center and put Holloway up with him and Kairu. And put Bushnevich down with Shin and Joseph. Right? Torpachenko, Fosca, Walker. I like that Walker moved up. I like that Saad got moved down to the bottom line finally. But I would put Torpachenko down there. Though I don't know, man. Fuck it. Just throw, pull names out of the hat. Put the 4 centers that you're going to use in a hat and pull them out that way. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then do the same with the wingers and just pull them out right, left, right, left, right, left. And go from there. I didn't fart. I burped. Right? Kairu is not playing the way everyone has this. And I got it. At the opening game of the season, I went off on Chief, and in the section I was in, and I will say this: a lot of the people in that section told me that they were newer fans, or they'd had season tickets since 2019, not older fans, right? And they straight up did not like the fact that I put the blame on Chief, right, in the system. Why not? Nothing else works, right? And when I mentioned things that I knew, I don't care what spot he's in. To be honest, the only thing the center really does is take face-offs. That's it. Right? But and I'll tell you what, I won't say which announcers, but there's 2 announcers that have an absolute hatred of Kairu. Absolute hatred of it. I heard it. heard it through my own ears in a private event, them slam on Kyrou a couple of times. Right? And when I even brought up to them about being too defensive and not playing enough offense, and they blasted me for it, saying, "Oh, well, you see, they've been trying to do that and it hasn't worked." No, they haven't. They haven't tried to be offensive at all. They have not. But Buchnevich never brings the puck up. Most centers bring the puck up. Buchnevich never does it. Kyrou almost always does it on that line. That's why Kyrou's getting blasted. Right? A center's supposed to be your playmaker, supposed to be the guy passing the puck around, moving it. But really, in all actuality, other than faceoffs, the three could change positions on the ice anytime they wanted. Right? Still think Brad Marchand shouldn't have been named a captain. Who's the next number we retire? Sorry you missed me. Sorry. I always thought that's who I was. Right? I try and tone it down so I don't lose my cool. I'm sorry, man. I should have gone there. I knew I should have gone to there when I was home. I'll do it next year. No. I'm not on board with that. Not on board with that. I know who I'd retire. I absolutely know who I'd retire. And I know how I do it. I do it differently. Robert Thomas is elite. No, wouldn't go there either. I don't see honoring his number either. Our faceoff percentage is actually horrible. Right? Yeah, I'll agree with that, and I miss you too, buddy. Thanks, Jason. I appreciate you. Who do you guys think I think we should retire next? I think someone would get it. I think someone would get it. And I hope Morton is still with me. I'm blaming the players now, Bob. I see what you're saying. Yes and no. No, we have first and second line players. I do think that. I could see him getting honored, but not retired. Right? I think there's someone that needs to be retired. Nick Leddy. No. I don't think Cujo spent enough time in St. Louis for that. I think he was only here 3 or 4 years, if I remember right. I think he was only here 3 or 4 years. He had a 19-year career. Yeah, he was only here for about 6 years. Okay. Little more than I thought. They're doing the ceremonies now. I would, yeah, I don't think he was here long enough to get his number retired. Oh, Lance. You might have, because you probably got an old link, Lance. Let me send you the right one. Stand by, buddy. McGinnis is already retired. No, McGinnis is already retired, isn't he? Yeah. Hold on, Lance. There you go, Lance. That should be the link. Not J-Bo or Steen, not even close. God, it's obvious. The person that number needs to be retired is obvious. He should have been in the rafters. I don't mind. It's become a tradition. They've done it for like 4 years now. Not red. Nah. Pavel is on my list of numbers they should retire, but I don't think he should be next. So I will give you that he's on my list. Of the Blues. Love it. You guys are missing it. Suter is already retired. Suter's number's already retired. Come on. Not Oates. I think they should bring the guys. I think they should let the guys from the Blues Warriors back on the ice. I like that better than this. What era? Early era. Early era. Barclay has a banner. Not Liut. Nope. This person, somebody got it. There you go. Absolutely. I know they honored the number 7, but Gary Youngers deserves to be in the rafters. And the way I do it, because they want the Plager brothers together, right? 5 and or 9, I think it is, or whatever, 8. I would spread them out and bring it to where it was underneath, or leave them where they're at and hang it underneath those 2 numbers. That's how I do it. So yeah, I think Unger needs to be the next one. Now, as far as statues go, that's different. I do know who the next statue should be. Nah, not any current players. No, I wanted him to be period, bud. And not just because he's a friend of mine, but it is nice to say that he is a friend of mine. Bennington needs a hell of a night tonight. I don't know, and I don't care. I don't get political, bud. Don't get political at all. You know that. You know that about me. Cindy Jacob Starks, thank you. Here we go. Puck drop. There's Falk bringing the puck. Why is Falk bringing the puck in? That's an issue. Consistently an issue with defense bringing the puck in. Well, Torpachenko had a shot on goal. It's possible. I don't think so, though. Who? Who are you talking about there, Matt Lowe? If I was Bennington thinking about my pay and stats in a few years, nah, he's not. He's thinking about his game. I don't think that you're 45 seconds ahead of me. Matt Lowe says, Putin joke, my bad. Thank you. I appreciate that. You know I don't like that. Oh, you're talking about Bush Davids now. Okay. I'm at 18:31, and you know I know there's a couple second delay in the show. Hmm. Yeah. I think like 6 or 7 games in a row they've given up the first goal. Boberg was a huge loss. It's offside because he got tripped. I didn't do my first. I didn't do that today. I do appreciate John calling me today. Thank you, John. I appreciate that. I like that. Oh, I like that. Neutral zone play hasn't been good for years. Oh, thank you, Erickson. I appreciate that. And thank you for the like. Oh, Ray. Hey, Ray. Happy Veterans Day to you, Ray. Thank you for your service. Good friend of mine. Yep, saw that. But there's no sense of unity on any of the lines, right? Watch how other teams come into the zone. Vice, how we come into the zone. It says so much. You know, they come in two or three. They come in as a unit. We come in as individuals. Right? By the way, I would put Walker on the second or first line, to be honest with you. I would love his energy up there. He may not have the skill, but he has the energy, and that energy can cover that skill. There we go. That's exactly what we need. Are you around there, Lance? I sent you a link, bud. Oh, I don't know about that. I mean, I kind of see it, but I don't. I don't think they look cheap as hell. He might have been. I don't know. I didn't read his name, so yeah, he's a healthy scratch. Right? Yeah, he's a healthy scratch, I guess. Yeah, he's a healthy scratch. Third line started the game tonight. That tells you something. I'm trying to pull something up, guys. It looks like Bolduc was. Yeah, Bolduc's a healthy scratch. Matteo Joseph came back and Bolduc went out. So Bolduc was a healthy scratch. Thank you, JJ. Well, at least they killed that one. They allowed a couple of power play goals to the Caps. I know that. Yeah, Bolduc is a healthy scratch. Excuse me. Kairu. Oh, just missed the backhand. Good opportunity, though. But where was anybody with him? See, that's my point. With Kairu, no one's ever with him, yet he gets blamed for everything. Thank you, sister. No, I don't think there are. I honestly don't think there are. I think that when you have, first of all, Luke Corrick, oh my goodness, Luke Corrick, everything that he ever says is negative on everything he ever says is absolutely negative. And someone called him out on that. Somebody called him out on that. And he tried to say something. Somebody called him out on that, and he tried to, but he writes when Kairu does something, but he doesn't say that some other play. The way he writes things, it's always extremely negative on what Kairu does. And when Kairu does score a goal, he gives the credit to the passer, never to Kairu for scoring the goal. So trust me, it's not as earned as you think. Oh, back on the penalty kill. Thanks, Richard. I appreciate that, my friend. I really do. Richard, thank you for the like. Sorry, guys. Something's going on with StreamYard here, and I got bopped out. So I'm back, though, I think. Da-da-da, da-da-da-da. Is anybody even here with me? Some guys. More on YouTube. That's a strange thing. Well, they were, and then they went away, but that's okay. I kind of like this. You're alone. Yeah, I knew it. Oh, $1 million to Greater St. Louis veterans. Way to go. I wish they would have given that $1 million to the Blues Warriors. Yeah. There we go. Now do something. Just throw it away. Yeah, it's full tonight. It always is on Military Appreciation Night. Yeah, he would have. Offsides. Well, that's the same reason the Blues are under 500. Oh, nice little play there. God, Torpachenko. Torpachenko's a larger version of Walker in my eyes. Good penalty kill so far. Oh, sorry about that. I'm back. Thought I put a thing on there saying there we go. Good save there by Bennington. Sorry, guys, having some issues with StreamYard here, kicking me out. There's nothing I can do about it, so just bear with me. Just bear with me. Well, I'm getting kicked out a bunch, so hopefully I can stay here. Otherwise, I may have to end it. I might try and go to another browser if this keeps up. Shots are 5-3 in favor of Boston. I'll make it 6-3. Don't know how long I'm going to be able to handle this, so. I'm trying not to, bud. Yeah. Hold on a second. There we go. That should work. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, it's not going to work. But it seems to be we're working okay. So there we go. Until we get a offensive first five, we get offensive first five. We'll be on the back of our skates the next 10 minutes. Yeah, it feels like that. But it feels like we never get offensive. We're not connected at all. Maybe they stopped doing all these bullshit events. I know they had a season ticket holder event last night. Maybe they need to stop doing this stuff and let this team connect with each other instead of all this bullshit. Marchand's offside. Walker being a pest. That was all on Lindholm. Do you think they focus so much on deep that they don't know what to do when they get the puck off? Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. I absolutely do. That should have been called offsides. Right in front. Wow, that should have been in the back of the net. Way to go, Bennington. And Bushnevich goes nowhere with it. But if something would have happened there, it would all have been blamed on Kyrou, even though that was on Bush. when the Bruins get the puck, they go to the cycle almost immediately. Holloway should have threw that puck down and around. And they don't. Well, it looks like the StreamYard issue's fixed. Shots, 10-3. 3 shots. 15 minutes into the game, 3 shots. Tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting in the zone. They're not holding the puck. Right? And I wish there was a way. Yeah. There's no puck control. None. And it's because they enter the zone with one guy. Nobody else going with them, ever. I mean, very rare. And then when they did enter with 2 guys, they mixed the pass, which was a great pass. The second guy doesn't do anything with it. That's why you got to throw it all the way around. Yeah, it is, actually. I would rather this team focus on offense than defense. It needs to. Our focus on puck control, not just offense, puck control, keeping the puck. I know him. I know Shelley. I know Shelley. I know Shelley. There. And again, just all disconnected. Finally, we're going to a power play. Maybe we can finally do something. They have not scored on the power play in Enterprise Center this year. Wow. Have not scored on a power play goal on home ice this season. Wow. I bet you I can look that up. I know I have. Here we go. Power play. Blues at home, 0 for 20. They are 31st. They are last in the NHL. There's one other team that's zeroed out too. Oh, nice shot there. Fine. No. We are 32nd. The Bruins are 29th. Penalty killed. They're 24th. We're 23rd. So we have scored 4 power play goals and are at 10%. A little over 10%. Which is last in the NHL. The shots are 9-4. They took one away. Passed it right in front of somebody else. Kyrie made a good play there. Neighbors made a bad pass there. Second power play unit. I see what you're saying, but I'm not on the GM as much as everybody else is. I understand what you're saying. I don't agree with it. And we'll just put it there. How about we just deny, we'll just stay on the 5-on-5. We don't want the penalty. Oh. Oh, wow. That's absolute interference. That could have been a major. The only line that's been good for the Blues. Well, that was at least Bushnevich coming up with something. I see where you're coming from, Bob. I do. However, give me a bet. Yeah, it figures that StreamYard would kick me out, right? Look at the team and give me a bad contract. I really I don't. I have a hard time. I have a Yeah. This StreamYard is not liking me today at all. I have a hard time coming up with a bad contract. I would argue the only contract that I would argue right now that you could say was bad might be Krug's, but he's injured. So I don't see that as a bad contract. Right? I don't see any of the contracts as being something that someone else wouldn't have paid the guy the same thing. That's, to me, if you want to call a bad contract, it has to be a contract that no one else would have paid that amount of money for. Right? Yeah, that's a possibility. Turning into a bad one, but I don't see it as a bad one yet. What are you using now, Wendy? Are you using something else? Because I need to remove StreamYard and find something to replace it, but I don't know what to do, especially with the costs now, because StreamYard has gotten expensive, really expensive. Right? Okay. That I get. That I get, but I don't know how to say what, I don't know how to articulate what I'm trying to get at. I understand your point. I do. But what player do you have, or players do you have the issue with not fitting with this team? I have a feeling I know which one it is. OBS. So you're going straight to OBS. My thing with OBS is I'm not sure how to do that. I'm not sure how to get that to stream to more than one, like to stream to 2 or 3 at the same time. I know what you're saying. I maybe if there's a tutorial out there that you know about, because I stream to multiple services, and I think that's where my thing with OBS. I don't think OBS can stream to multiple services at once, right? Yeah, because I think it can only stream to. Yeah, you can only stream to like one thing. Like I could only stream to either YouTube or Facebook Live. I couldn't stream to both. So that would be the issue with me with that. I don't believe Steen is going to fix this. No. And I also understand that numbers matter in the matter to business. I agree with you on that there isn't a lot of bad contracts. Okay. There. See, if you're not doing lives though, Wendy, are you? You don't do a lot of lives. So if you don't do lives, that's one thing. My issue would be being able to stream to multiple platforms at one time. Right? So that's what I'd have to look at. Can OBS stream to multiple platforms at one time? Right? If it can, then yeah, I would probably shift to StreamYard or shift to but also then see now the other thing with that is chatting back and forth. I don't know that they like you would be able to see the chats and that. So that's something that I'd have to really look into with StreamYard. Does that make sense? Right? Because I mean, I have OBS and I use OBS. That's what I use for what you're seeing is OBS. So my background and all that's from OBS. But So that would be settings, video. See, I don't know about the chat. You know, if I stream directly, if I would be able to see the chats in that. Uh, uh, so that's kind of where I'm at. So that's kind of where I would be on that, bud. Um, and see, for my audio goes through directly through my computer, so that would kind of be an issue for me. I would probably have to work on that. I mean, I can look at it, but uh, yeah. See, that's I think you can only go to. You can only do it one. You can only stream to one service. You would be able to see live chats. You're going to have people on your team that have good years and bad years. You have, yeah, that's true. We seem to be having a lot in the bad years. Just look into it a little and see what you want to do. Yeah, I will, Wendy. I thought maybe you'd already done some of the research and could save me a little bit. I'm going to have to look in that. I'm going to have to look at that and see if if OBS can stream to multiple services at one time. Maybe, let's see, that's the studio mode. That doesn't work. Yeah, so. At the moment, I think I'm okay, Wendy. There's not enough people really here. I mean, I don't mind you in the chat, and we'll just kind of keep it that. Basically, a period of everyone kind of doing their own thing out there. Yeah, that is true. Guys, I will be right back. I need to use the restroom, and I need to refill my cup. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Just needed to drain the vein. We'll cover numbers here in a second. They're not very good, that's for sure. Shots ended up being, let me do a quick refresh to make sure I'm right. Shots 9-6 for the Bruins. Bruins had 20 attempts. The Blues had 12. Hits, Bruins had 11. Blues had 5. It's because, well, I mean, they didn't have the pucks, but Bruins had 4 giveaways. Blues had 6. That's been the hugest problem this year. Giveaways have killed the Blues. Blues have 3 takeaways. The Bruins have none. Bruins blocked 4 shots. Blues blocked 3. Faceoffs are 9-3 in favor of the Bruins, 75% to 25%. There were no goals that period. The Blues took 2 penalties. First one at 3:51, Torpachenko for a cross check. They were able to kill off. Joseph took the second one at the 8:23 mark, inadvertent high stick. And I can't say his name, Barzura, got a hooking call at 15:58. Blues got a couple of shots on that power play, but that was about it. That's where we are. That's where we are. Where are we at? Think ahead of instead of a children's hospital getting 500 for every power play, they should make it worth. Yeah, I kind of agree. I always thought $500 a goal was kind of low. I mean, not 3,000, but 1,000 maybe. Blues record when tied after the first period is 3-2. So you're saying there's a chance? Ryan, you're a joke, man. Where are we at? I don't know. Wow, nobody watching me on Facebook. That is a surprise. Oh, well. I sent Lance a link. Guess he didn't get it. I don't know. Lance, you around, buddy? Let's see here. Yeah, me getting kicked out of the big groups killed this show. If I would not have been kicked out of the big groups, I would still I'd have a lot more people following me. We may not. We may not. I can tell you here in a second. First Central, we are 1-2-1, and no, we are 0-3 versus the Central. We have not won a game against the Central. All right, we're 2-1 against the Pacific, 3-2 against the Atlantic, and 2-2 against the Metropolitan. Say again. Yep, I just figured that out. Dun-dun. I will have to look at doing an OBS stream and see how to do it, because I think that's going to be the issue, is how to do it. Because with StreamYard, it's automatic, right? 2-1 Blues, 2-1 Bruins. I will agree with that. Oh no, it will not be that, bud. There's no way we're scoring 5 goals or 6 goals. If we're winning a game, we're scoring 3 or less. We're not scoring 4 unless it's an empty netter. All those empty seats right there. Oh my goodness. Hmm. Here we go, multi-stream.
Hey guys, it's Tech Granny, and in today's video, I'm going to teach you how to multi-stream to multiple platforms. That way you can stream on Kick, YouTube, Twitch, or really any platform you want, totally for free with absolute ease. If you guys did not know, I already stream on Twitch, but I was thinking about streaming on Kick as well, because honestly, streaming on both platforms at the exact same time is honestly just not a bad idea. So why not just do it? You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to use Restream due to the fact that Restream, you have to pay for a subscription. And if you use the free version, you have a little watermark on your screen, and we don't want that. Today, I finally figured out, though, how to use OBS to stream to multiple platforms with this plugin. So let's teach you guys on how to set it up for yourself. Of course, the first thing you're going to need is OBS, and I will have a link to download OBS as well, too, if you want to download for yourself. And what we're going to do before we start anything for this plugin, you need to update your OBS. So what we're going to do is go to Help, go to Check for Updates, and we're going to check for updates. We just want to upgrade to 29.1.2, and with that, we'll be off to a good start. Now that that's updated, we can just reload up OBS, and we're all good to go to use OBS now with this plugin. So what we're going to do now is just close OBS like so, and we're going to go to this website here, which I will have linked in the description, and we're going to go to Go Download. When we're in the downloads area, we're of course going to scroll down. It's a little bit in different language, but we don't want to focus on that. We want to scroll to this part right here and download the OBS Multi RTM 64 installer. And we're just going to download it. It's like slow, and we're just going to open this on up. Now, it's probably going to ask you, you don't want to run this and stuff like that, but we're going to run anyways because it's safe. It just computers sometimes want to be safe anyways. So we're just going to run that, click install, and then close. And now what we're going to do is reload up OBS. Now, when we open OBS again, we're of course going to get access to the plugin. You'll see on the top left. Now, you can see on the top left here, here's our new plugin, the actual multi-stream output thing. And of course, what it's actually going to use is use your normal stream output for streaming whatever main platform you go to. So I stream on Twitch, right? So I just put Twitch in here, right? And then, of course, we're all good to go there. Now, what you want to do is add a new actual stream source. So For example, here I have my kick. I'm going to delete this for the time being just to show you guys on how to add one. So what we're going to do is click add a new target. When we do add a new target, we're going to, of course, name this whatever we want. For me, I'm going to name this kick. And then what we're going to do is go get our server key and also stream key for actually kick. So we're just going to go to our settings. We're going to go under stream key.
Yeah.
With the URL. We're just going to place that URL on in here.
Oh, are you guys hearing that?
Key where we're going to go in here.
Because I was looking, I guess maybe you guys could hear that. Well, you're ahead of me. Oh, good save, Bennington. I'm at 1738. Sorry about that. I will look at that later. Didn't need those penalty minutes from Suter, that's for sure. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. I didn't know you guys could hear that. I thought it would only be in my ears. I didn't think it would be playing through live. So, oh, that should have gone in. Yeah. Yeah. They're not good, that's for sure. Well, now they're 15-8. This is just, they're disconnected. I see it completely. Shen completely misses the puck. I feel sorry for Holloway, man, because this kid has gone out and done nothing. Oh, what a save by Bennington. Well, see, I don't mind being forced back. I'd like to see him do more of that. If there's no play, it's better than passing it to the other team. Well, I don't know. Him just now going back, I don't think that is bad. I think that was the right move. I'd like to see him do more of that, actually. Walker's pat. That was a good dump in by Fosca. Oh, there we go. Little Walker getting it around, and then Joseph loses it. Marchand's had a couple of good solid shots. Out of town scoreboard, real quick. Senators up 3-0 on the Leafs. Winnipeg Jets 4-3 over the Rangers with at 16:53 to go in the third. At the end of 2, the Devils are up 2-1 on the Panthers. Later tonight, Calgary at Vancouver and the Blue Jackets at the Kraken. The Blues have a total of 8 shots on goals. The Bruins have 8 shots this period so far. Nobody coming around to help Texier out. There you go, right there. Good shot by Kyrou there. Hey, Matt. Sorry I missed you, buddy. Hopefully next time I'm home. Yeah, I still miss it, and I had it not that long ago. Confidence is 0. Mine is, that's for sure. Thanks for your service, shipmate. That's all we need. Well, power play. Oh, I missed a few. Donna Romer from high school. Thank you. And Matthew Beasley, shipmate. Thank you.
Go in here, grab our stream key.
Can we just say 5-on-5? Yeah, it feels like that, right? Go back to the basics and just cycle the puck. Okay. There we go. Power play goal. There we go. A power play goal. First one this season on home ice. Nope. I think he should lose the C, to be honest with you. That's his second of the year. Well, no one's scoring, so. Blues got a 1-0 lead. Oh, back on the power play. That'll work. Oh, you picked Shen. You didn't pick Shen, you picked I forget who you picked Bushnevich. Okay, now that you did nail. Okay. I didn't see that, bud. See if they can get another one. That was their first goal, first time in 8 games they've scored the opening goal of the game. Yeah, it did. Now that's where that should have been turned up. That should have been absolutely with speed turned up the ice on a loss like that. Oh, I like Kyrie's move there. He definitely didn't have the shot. Oh, Sunkus got taken down there. That should have been a penalty. I don't always think that that's the case. You know, I mean, I don't think it should always be. There we go. 2 power play goal. There we go. That just came out of there. I mean, kind of out of nowhere. I think it should be pass, open lane, shoot. Find the open lane. That's when you shoot. Too many times the lane's not there, and that's why it's not. But it never comes there. Oh, was Danny was back there? Yeah, probably. Way to go, Matt. Oh, something you may have to start doing more often. Yeah, but it's just one game. I mean, it's got to be more consistent. I'm not going like, yay. You know, they got 2 power play goals. That means the drought's over. No, they got to get consistent at it. Blues are going on the power play on the penalty kill. Oscar with I think a high stick hooking. Oh, high stick! I called it. Hey, Aaron, how you doing, buddy? He sold that. Yeah, it didn't look like it caught him. I don't know. It's kind of iffy there to me. There you go. Power kill. Let's get a shorty. I'm with you. We don't have one yet this year. This time last year we had like 4 or 5. Come on, Blues. Let's go, Blues. Are you talking about hits? 5 shorties last season? We had more than 5. I mean, maybe at this point we had 5. But we had 12 for the season. And after Bannister took over, I think we only got 1 more. That was the part of the game that went away was the aggressive penalty kill. He did. He had a couple of them, I think. Guy with our record at Enterprise is 66 combined in 6 games. Got to figure out the game to skip. Well, I saw, not counting preseason, I saw 2 wins and a loss. Hey, Dr. Detroit. Torp won, Thomas won, Bush. Was it by this point in the season? Or was that, because that might be right. By this point in the season, maybe. I could see that. Oh, no. It was 12 last year. They had 12 shorthanded goals last year. I guarantee that, bud. Guarantee it. Guarantee it. Go look it up. The Blues had 12 shorthanded goals last season. Hold on. Hold on, I'm trying to find it. Shorthanded. Blues had 11. Shorthanded goals, they had 11 last year. Thought it was 12, but it was 11. I just looked it up. They had 11 last year. He's doing what he can. They had 11 last year. Hope not. Need to get that third one. He's on the team right now. Oh, no, he's not. No, he is on the team right now. Oscar's playing right now. Sundqvist is playing right now. Right? I mean, I just looked it up. In 26, 20, I'm looking at 23-24, they had 11 shorthanded goals. Shorthanded goals. Here we go. Bushnevich had 2. Torpachenko had 2. Thomas, Shin, Leddy, Pareko, Kapanen, Sundqvist, and Scandella all had 1 apiece. And I will go back to the year before that, 22-23. You are correct. They had 7. Yeah. Going to be a bunch of Blues on the Four Nation Cup. Bennington's probably going to be the goaltender for Canada's going to have at least 2, if not 3 Blues on it. The USA will have 1 or 2 Blues on it. I think you'll probably see 5 to 6 Blues in the Four Nation Cup. All right. I could see Thomas being in the Four Nation Cup. Well, no, he won't be. No, it won't be Hoffer. Only one of them. All right. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, Oscar's still here, Mr. Detroit. Yeah. And look at Saad just standing at the blue line. That's an issue. Well, they're playing team defense tonight. I'll say that. Blues don't watch out. Bruins are going to get one here. I don't like that Russia's not in the Four Nation Cup, to be honest with you. I understand why they're not, but they should be. With that many Russian players. Nope. God, I wish I could go to that game. Wish I could be at tonight's game. I've never got to go to a military game. Well, I think it should be the four nations that have the most players in the NHL. And I know Canada has the most, they're like third. Let me check something here real quick. It's not showing it. Used to be a way to look it up to where you could see players by nation. It might be on my other one. Well, Blues are up 2-0 at the end of 2. There's somewhere where I know you can find it that it lists players by nation. And I know there's a way, and I know I've seen it before by oh, that'll show up on last year's season. Huh. Well, guess I'll look it up later. Blues are up 2-0. Yeah, they're no, it's not even that high. It's closer to 50, bud. Yes, he has. Panarin, Ovechkin, Tarashenko. We've got 2 Russians. We've got Torpachenko. We've got We used to have 3. You got Bushnavage. Don't forget Bushnavage. Or not Bushnavage. Barbashev. That's who I meant. So, yeah, man, I seen this it wasn't like that long ago. Hmm. Let's see. Yeah, there's a way. I know I seen it before that listed like how many players per country. Right. I know I seen it just not that long ago. I've always liked into a team hopper. Yeah. Kinda. He is not having a good season in Detroit at all. At all. Yes, that is a true statement. He has had a rough season so far in Motown. Oh, man. Maybe, God, I know I seen this, and it wasn't that long ago. Hmm. Man, there was something I saw that listed players by nationality, like how many they had. Man. Oh, well. I know I'll find it somewhere. One of you guys will come up with it. Oh, well. I can't find it. 2 goals, 1 assist, and 13. Yeah. He is not. I know he's on my fantasy team still, and I can't trade him, and it just isn't doing anything. My fantasy team has let me down big time this year. Eric Culture, Jeremy Bandor, thank you. Master Beardsley, thank you. Anti-draft salary, coaching changes, general managers. Instead of an all-star game, they will hold a forced face-off turn as a preview. Canada, Finland, Sweden, United States, for a total of 7 games. From games will have Boston Siege Garden, Montreal's Bell Center. I know there's something. I've seen it before. I know there's something. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Nope. I just can't find it. Oh well. I know I've seen it. I know it's out there. How many points did Hull have? Oh well. Sweden, 66 players. Yeah, send it to me, bud. Oh, on NHL. Okay. Well, I'm on the. Let's see. Players. Well, the one you see me, I didn't see. I looked at the link you sent me. No, I want a list of, like Dr. Detroit's saying here, you know, how many players from each country. Where did you find that information out at, Dr. Detroit? Where did you find that information out? All right. See, I knew that Canada wasn't over 50% or was near 50%. I didn't know they were as low as 40, but I knew they weren't as high. And I know Russia, that number's way up there. Mm-hmm. Chris Shocky's at the game saying the refs are terrible. How you guys doing, bud? Oh, let's see if the Blues can do it. Third period underway. Oh, I know I know where to go. Hold on, let's see if this works. Nope, that wasn't it. Oh well. I would like to see him, but I don't think he will. I think they're waiting on Montgomery. Oh, Kyrou! That should have gone in. He's had a good game tonight. Falk almost screwed that one up. Oh, nice play, Walker. But play ends up going offside. Star Wars night. No, Star Wars night. Oh, Walker hit the post. Good shot, though. Walker just doesn't care about his size. He goes out there and plays like he's a foot taller. Yeah. Oh, Holloway, wide open net. got to keep the pressure on. That's how you win the game. By being offensive, they don't have the puck. Oh, there went that. There went that. So good, and gone. A mistake, Pareko on that one. Yep. Texier should have stopped that. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's obviously a bad lead. More teams give up that lead than any other lead. I think more teams give up a two-goal lead than they do a one-goal lead. Good save, Bennington. Way to go. Little Walker, man. Got to do more with that, Kessel. Oh, wow. Walker's going to get one. I mean, he's got to look up to look at Zadorov, and he's just being that guy. I love it. I'll agree with that. 12-13 to go. I don't mind what it looks like. I want him to keep doing it, man. Keep taking him on. Keep being that guy. Come on. These Auto Pro commercials are so bad. I'd like the Blues to win, but I don't know. If you're that far ahead of me, you're going to get me mad. Yep, you're that far ahead of me. Yep, you're that far ahead of me. Wow. There went the 2-goal lead. Yeah, and I was a few minutes, about a minute behind, I guess. I just saw the face-off at 10:45. Just another, why do you always got to, yeah, right? Yeah. Well, I mean, sorry. I think more teams give up a 2-goal lead than they do a 1-goal lead. For some reason, it's a really hard lead to, and part of the reason is you get a defensive mindset, and you can't. You can't. That's the thing. You can't go into that defensive mindset because it screws the game over. It screws you over. You've got to stick with an absolute offensive mindset. Mm. They're going to blow this game. They're absolutely going to blow this game. I'll say it now. We get our first overtime loss of the year. I don't see that, bud. Greeky and McAvoy, first goals in 13 and 15 games, respectively. Oh, this is just a hard game to watch again. God, this team should not be this bad. They really shouldn't. The talent is not as bad as they're playing, and that's the problem I have. And I know some people look at it and say we just don't have the talent, and I disagree. I think we have the talent. I don't think it's used right. Oh, I thought that might have gone in. I actually thought that might have gone in. Nope. Going to take a bathroom break on the commercial. Well, nobody's watching anyways. .453 to go in the third. Tie game. Okay, yeah. So it looks like there's 311 Canadian players. Sweden, yeah. Russia is fourth. Finland's fifth. So what I talked about earlier. So Russia should have been the fourth country in, not Finland. Finally found that list of players by nationality. $4:24 to go. Wow, 2 big saves by Bennington there. Holloway got a stick in there. Lana, thank you. Oh, it's Shaggy. Listen, say Shaggy, how you doing, buddy? How you doing, my friend? Missed you. Yeah, well, the Blues are doing the same thing to me, my friend. Blues were up 2-0 in this game and are now tied at 2 with 3:20 to go in the third. With 4:03 to go in the second, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins has a block and a faceoff win. What is wrong with the fucking players that I picked for my fantasy team? Because guys that scored their asses off last season now can't play the game at all. What's his name? For the dude that was Marsha Show, O'Reilly, this guy, New Hopkins. Oh, another big save by Bennington. He makes the saves you're not supposed to make. I'm getting destroyed this season. I was 8th last season, 9th, and I'm slipping. I may not even make the playoffs. If this keeps up, I'm going to end up dumping my team by the end of December. We do our points per category. So you get each category you win each week is a win, which I kind of hate because it gives credit to guys that shouldn't get credit. I mean, guys get points that they shouldn't get. Haas defend on that. Yeah, it kind of does. Well, Blues just lost this game. Fuck me. Though they might look at this. I don't know why that whistle didn't get called. Nope, it's good. Oh. Tough. Yeah, tough. Nope, good goal. Suter, -3. Man, I'm just getting beat bad. I have three players, and I'm -5. -5. The guy, I have 4 players counting goaltender. He's got 2 players because his goaltender didn't play. And he's destroying me today. With 3 shots on goal and a block, he is destroying me. He has no goalie. I'm going to win all the goalie points, but I'm going to lose everything else. There we go. What a shitty loss. What a shitty homestand. 2-3 on the homestand. That's what happens when you play this defensive fucking brand of hockey. You lose games because you don't control the puck. You don't take enough shots. You don't do the things that you need to do. Right? That's what defensive hockey does. It does not save you games. You have to think offensive. If you think offense, the defense comes. Unfreaking real. Should have been a 2-0 shutout. Is what this should have been. Instead of a 3-2 loss. Or a 4-2 loss, which is probably what it's going to be. Three-two loss. Unreal. This something's got to happen. The lack of understanding of how the game works has got to change. This defensive mindset has got to effing change because it doesn't work. The defensive mindset doesn't work. And we see it time and time again, that this defensive mindset, this not being aggressive enough offensively, is killing the Blues. It's killing them. Outshot. Let me get I got to get this updated. It's not updated. Outshot 30-22. Right? I'm done, guys. See you next week.